Hello, I'm Gail Kulp with the CETO Foundation, and I'm excited to be here today with Captain Keith Lake of MarineMax. MarineMax won the 2021 National Boating Industry Safety Awards in the category of Large Retailer, and they've actually won that award now for 3 years straight. So, because our presentation was made at Dealer Week, we wanted to sit down and find out a little bit more about MarineMax and their award-winning entry, as well as their secret to success year after year. So, welcome, Keith. Thanks for being here.
Hey, Gail, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So can you tell me a little bit more about your award-winning program at MarineMax?
Yeah, sure. I think it's not really one thing. It's more like the culture we've got here. I mean, this goes back to kind of like the way Bill McGill set it up back when it was Gulfwind Marine originally, and then we went into MarineMax back in '98. And his philosophy of teach me, service me, and show me how to have a good time. And so it starts at from the rigging of the boat to the deliveries and the orientations, and then going on so forth. But it's just the culture here. We want to make sure everybody's happy with their boat and they can boat safely.
That's great. So it sounded like this isn't a new initiative. It's something that's an ongoing strategy.
Yeah, it's definitely an ongoing strategy, but we've got a marketing team that's second to none. I mean, it's world class. They've got new things come out each and every year. We're fortunate. They used to be right across the creek here over in a building across the street. Now they're a few miles up the road. But here at the Clearwater store, this is the home base. So people drop in and out, but they've got a lot of stuff up their sleeve going on up there, and then there's definitely going to be more stuff coming out here in the near future.
That's awesome. So why did MarineMax choose to enter their boating safety products and programs in the awards competition?
So, I mean, I think every boat dealer or anybody involved in this whole, marina business that we're in, if they're doing something, I mean, they should be proud of it, right? And, get your name out there, show it off, beat your chest a little bit and say, hey, this is what we've got to offer. Come see it, and we can make it fun. And at the same time, you're promoting, the safe boating part of it. You see ads, boat dealers, manufacturers, whoever, people are out there, they're wearing their suspenders, or they're hooking their kill switches up and doing that kind of stuff. And then all of us as a group, we should all be promoting that. And it's just going to make it a better, safer place for us all. I mean, there's just a ton and whole big, huge influx of new boaters out there. So kind of the more we can do to educate them and, just keep everybody a little safer out there on the water.
I totally agree. So can you tell me about any results that you've seen or heard about as a result of MarineMax's efforts?
So as far as like the marketing team, sure. I mean, they're going to have, numbers, this many thousand views and clicks and likes. And I know you with like the CETO Foundation, you do the same thing. I mean, you guys can see basically what all those clicks and the engagement and stuff like that, involves into. But as far as, me, like out on the water, the other captains, the other stores I go to, people walking through the front door, it's, hey, man, I saw your videos. I don't know how many, I mean, people that buy boats don't buy boats from us. I've got a little office downstairs, it says Captain Keith's Training Center. And I mean, total strangers, walk up, hey, I really like your videos. I enjoy your videos. And who would have thought? I mean, it's grown into this, the way it has. It totally shocked me. But it's just, I think, through social media and other platforms and print, but it's just, you see a lot of it out there.
Very true. And just knowing that you can reach boaters outside of your little area, that you can reach boaters worldwide with your videos is impressive.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, and it's true. It is, I'll get an email or I'll get a text or, oh, hey, I saw you, or aren't you this guy or that guy? And, and it's some of the other guys too. I mean, I do a lot of videos with, Captain Nick down at the St. Pete store. Well, he's a captain, yes, but he's in sales. But, Chris down there and then all their other captains, the other stores, the same thing. And you're seeing a lot more and more. I mean, you go on the Instagram or Facebook and YouTube and stuff like that. A lot more classes are going on. There's a lot more involvement with our customers. and like a women on water class here at MarineMax, for example, I do one every Wednesday, the second Wednesday of every month. I try to limit it to 10 ladies so we can kind of break up into two groups when we go out on the boat, so everybody gets a chance to run a boat. But it just like a little interesting fact. I mean, we've determined or found out the trial and error that second Wednesday of every month at 9 a.m., I don't have any cancellations. If we set it up for a Saturday, you got a lot of people drop out. Why? I mean, also maybe something else came up, the kids got a game, but I think just maybe human nature. It's weird, but you set a time like we did for this interview, right? But being at 9 o'clock on a Wednesday, there's some, you're making a commitment. And so, we've got good success doing it that way.
That's awesome. So what does winning this award mean to MarineMax?
Means a lot. I mean, it's huge. I mean, three-peat. Hopefully our Tampa Bay Lightning, I don't know when this will air, but playoff game starts tomorrow, the Stanley Cup championship. But we just had a meeting this morning, and I told the guys, I said, hey, I got to run. I got to go do this interview. And I said, we just won this thing, 3 years in a row. And that's a big deal. I mean, you can't take lightly, trying to promote fun and safety, out on the water. And so, I mean, it's dealing with our customers and clients, stuff like that. But the safety aspect of it too, with a team such as MarineMax, our technicians, our service riders, when they're going through somebody's boat and they're wiring something up and going through the bilge and working on stuff, and you're giving a product back to somebody, I mean, you got to, make pretty damn well good sure that, your T's are crossed, your I's are dotted, and everything's perfect when you get that boat back to them.
Very true. So what kind of plans do you all have for 2022 and beyond?
That's probably a question for up the street, so I'm just going to continue on. I was fortunate enough to sit on the inaugural board with you here at the CETO Foundation, the National Safety
the Boating
Awards,
Safety Advisory Council. Yep.
And so we have term limits, so I just limit it out here, but I'm going to continue on, and hopefully I'll see you here next year if we can pull it off and do a fourth one. But anybody that's watching this, other retailers, manufacturers, whether it's new initiatives, anything, take advantage of this, guys. Go to the CETO Foundation's website. Go to boatingsafety.com. I mean, we can kind of get into some of this other stuff, like with the sober skippers, how this all started with us, right? And then it morphed and it grew and grew into this. So we're just going to continue on, and I know they've got some new things coming down the street.
That's great. And your advice is true. Like any other companies that want to promote boating safety, just you know what to do. Just get started, right?
Absolutely. So, and then, you guys, you'll put it out. I mean, it hits the boating industry magazines and publications and stuff like that, each year. But like I said, I mean, just go to their website, and I mean, and kudos to you guys too, as far as like the sober skipper part. There's an awesome video out there, people. If you haven't seen it, go to the CETO Foundation website or boatingsafety.com. And it's, if you go to the sober skipper part of it, or it might even be the first thing on your page.
Yep.
It's like a, 45-second or so video on there. And it's phenomenal. It'll open your eyes, and it's really, really well done. Congratulations on that.
We really appreciate that. Yeah, we're trying to get the word out about boating safety and the need to have a sober skipper, and the people that are causing the most accidents with boating under the influence are those that are in the 25 to 55 category. So we really want to make the young people aware that they can solve this problem easily. Have a sober skipper on board, and we can make sure everybody gets home safely.
Yep. You hit the nail on the head on that one. It's really well done.
Thanks so much. So my last question for you is for all the boaters out there. And I want to know what your favorite boating safety tip is that you'd like to share so that all the boaters know what they should be doing.
Okay. Well, so I've got a couple. One of them is I've got a video on this, but it's kind of a pet peeve. Boating accidents are 100% preventable. It's just, going through bridges guys, slow down and take your time and go through bridges. I've been in the boating business all my life. I grew up down here fishing, diving, running charter boats, dive boats. Um, I've seen accidents, really, really bad things happen, and it's several. I mean, it'll ruin everybody's life involved, the boat driver and the people that might get run over. So you come up to a bridge, slow down, go through, take that extra 30 seconds. Nothing good is going to happen by hauling ass through a bridge when, you can just slow down a little bit and just be cautious going through there. I should have maybe changed my words a little bit there, but the point will come across.
I agree.
It's my
Slow
sentiment.
down and just be careful.
Slow down, be careful. So bridges is one. The other thing too is those of you guys that have got larger vessels, you got a sport yacht or a yacht, and you're sleeping on board the boat. Get your life jackets out the night before you go to bed and put them next to the bed where you're sleeping. If something happens in the middle of the night and the boat is going down for whatever reason, and you've got those jackets stowed somewhere, you're not going to find them. If it's laying there right next to the bed, you can grab them. Have your life jackets already pre-sized. You can stencil or take a Sharpie. Gail's got all those life jackets sitting back there behind her. How many of you guys have actually put a life jacket on? It's awkward. You take one right out of the packaging. I guarantee it's not going to fit, and you're going to fiddle around with it for a long time. So get your life jackets out, have them pre-sized for you, take them to bed with you. And it's almost like, I don't know if they do it anymore. I don't know, my granddaughter does it, but when I was a little kid, my parents, we'd have a fire drill, at the house or whatever, like a smoke detector go off. How do you get out of the bedroom? Which hallway do you turn down to? Where do you go? What do you do? Well,
where you're going to meet? You're going to meet at the mailbox, or you're going to meet at the
Yeah, exactly. So, when you're on your yacht and it's pitch black dark and you step out of the bed and all of a sudden you go squish into water and it's, slopping around, at least you got to have your life jacket right there with you. And if you got to go in the water, then you do. But, stay with the boat. Couple other little things you can do too. Just those little glow sticks. You get 2 of them for $1 at the dollar store. Tie them to your life jacket. You end up in the water at night, you break the little thing, shake it up, and you're sitting out there glowing. You can put strobe lights on there. You can put a whistle on there. There's all kinds of things you can do just to increase your chances of getting pulled out of the water.
That is some great advice. Thanks so much, Keith. I really appreciate your time today.
Thank you. Thanks, Gail, as always.
And you can always check Keith out on MarineMax's website. He has his videos and the YouTube page, and it's also on Facebook Live, right?
Yep, we do boating tips that are all there on YouTube, and then once a month we do a boating tips live, and MarineMax has a YouTube channel and all that. So all over through the whole social media thing out there. So hey, and if you do see us doing the live thing or whatever, get on there and ask a question or say something or say hi. It sure makes it go by faster and easier.
Definitely. Well, thanks so much for sitting down with me today, Keith, and you have a fantastic rest of your boating season.
Thanks, Gail. See you
Take
out
care.
there. Bye.
Bye.